Hey moms, Christina Moreland here, author of Secrets of the Supermom and Fit Mom Secrets. And thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here. Today, our live event is all about three of my favorite exercises for moms. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now, all I've got here is 2 sets of dumbbells. And the reason why I've got 2 sets of dumbbells is because we are going to do a full body squat thruster that's going to involve your legs and your glutes and your abdominals and your arms and legs. So we can go a little bit heavier because we're using our larger muscle groups. But for shoulders, which is our third exercise, we're going to, I like to reduce my weight for shoulders because it's a weaker muscle group, especially when you're comparing that to legs or back. So thank you for joining me. If you're just here and it's your first time, my name is Christina Moreland. I'm a certified fitness coach, and I also have 10 plus years of experience in sports nutrition, and I've worked with a nutritionist for years and years and years on my personal goals. I've written 2 books. 2 are parenting books to help moms. They both share the name of Secrets of the Supermom, and then the third book that I just released recently is called Fit Mom Secrets, and it is awesome. You can get it free. There's a resource link right here where you can go get it, but this will help you get back into shape after you've had kids, and it doesn't matter how old they are. So, okay, our first exercise. Well, first of all, why are we only doing 3 exercises today? Why not a whole workout? Well, I was thinking about this, and I remember, especially when my kids were younger, I mean, as moms, we're super busy. We need short, quick workouts that are still effective. We need to get the job done, right? Sometimes we only have 10 or 15 minutes to get something done. So these exercises are, you will hit your full body. It's not obviously going to be as effective as like a 35 or a 45-minute workout, but hey, you're still getting some exercise and some resistance. So it's still very important to go ahead and do that. Okay, the second thing is that, these exercises work for all fitness levels. So it doesn't matter if you've worked out before, then you can definitely do this, and I will show some modifications. It will help you make progress. Again, they are quick exercises, and we've included all the muscle groups just in these 3 moves, okay? So the first one we're going to do is a squat thrust. If you've joined any of my workouts online before, you know we've done these. I love these. It's going to involve your legs, your glutes, your abs, and your arms and legs. So what we're going to do, and I'm going to get closer to the camera to show y'all, but I'm going to show you from far away first so that you can see my entire body. We're going to squat, and we're going to switch. We're going to hold the weight, and we're going to switch mid-air, okay? So it's going to go pretty quick. And I understand I'm wearing black, so you might not be able to see this because I'm also holding a black dumbbell. So I'll show you close up. So we're going to squat, and we're going to switch mid-air as we're doing these thrusts. Now, the important thing with this move, when you do your squat, this is a wide squat, you want to make sure that you go straight down, and you want to make sure that you control your knees. So they shouldn't turn in, they shouldn't turn out, they should go straight down. When you come up, you're using your hamstrings and your glutes, which is just a fancy way of saying your butt. You're squeezing that on the way up to push that weight up so that you can do these squat thrusters. So what you're going to do is aim for 3 sets of 16 to 20. So that's going to be between 8 and 10 on either side. So we're going to do the first set so that you can do them with me. All right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Done. Did you see how I was working my entire body through that exercise? So that's a good one. So that one was number 1. The second one, and this is going to vary on your fitness level. So the next one, a lot of times we really neglect our backs. And as moms, we're constantly lifting. And a lot of times we have abdominal pain, or our abdominals get really weak after we have babies. And so what you want to do is you want to strengthen your back. And a great way to do that is to do push-up plank rows. So, hey Natasha. Okay, so on those squat thrusters, you want to go as heavy as you can. Typically, I will use a 15-pound dumbbell, but just then for demo purposes, I was using a 10-pound weight. But since it is involving your legs and your glutes, you want to go as heavy as you can, but you want to make sure that you're holding it comfortably to where it's not going to strain your shoulder. So if 15 pounds is too much for you, then start with 8s or start with whatever you need, because you are kind of going quick. So hope that helped you out there. Thanks for that question. Okay, so the next one, I'm going to adjust the camera because you're going to need to see the floor, but we're going to do a push-up plank row. Now, again, because it's back, I would typically go a little bit heavier on this, but we're just doing some demonstration. So these are 10-pound dumbbells, but then for my third exercise that we're going to demo today, I have 8-pound dumbbells. So, and this is the one that I'm going to show some modifications for, because not everybody can do this, okay? You can also do this on your knees. So you're going to do push-up, row, row, okay? Push-up, row, row. Now, you want to make sure that your form is impeccable on that one. Your elbow goes straight back up towards the ceiling. You want to make sure you're squeezing your abdominals the entire time. If you can, I personally think it's a little bit easier to do it on your toes because you're already in that row position. And it just gives you a little bit better alignment. So if you can, you're going to do push-up, row, row. Okay? Then the third modification, and then we're going to do a full 16 of these. The third modification is just to do a single arm row. And you can do that by standing here and just going 1, 2, 3, 4. So you would do, 16 of those on either side. But we're going to do the hardest version. Pick your level. Any level is fine. And so what we're going to do is a push-up, row, row. So this is 2, row, row. 3, row, row. 4, row, row. 5, row, row. Now, I'm going to take a quick break to tell you all this, and then we'll get right back into it. You always want to start with the hardest version that you can handle. So, I might not be able to do that for all 3 sets, but I'm still going to try. I'm still going to give it my best effort. On that first one, on that squat thruster, because you're using your legs, I would start with the heaviest weight I thought I could handle, like a 15-pound or 12-pound, whatever you think. And then to know for sure where your weight is, the last 3 reps should be difficult, but not impossible. So if you're just cranking it out, you know that the weight's not heavy enough. Okay, so I was thinking about that while I was doing these. So this is number 6, row, row. 7, and we're going to go to 16. 8. Now, you can pick 9. You can just start with 12 if you want. Again, this is all about where you are, and it doesn't matter where I'm at. I think this is 12. I may have lost count. 13. 14, 15, and 16. Now, another super important thing when you're doing those planks, if I didn't already mention that, make sure you're squeezing your abdominals really, really, really tight. Okay, the third exercise for today, I'm going to stand back up, adjust the camera one more time. Hopefully that stays. Okay, good. This is a good spot. So this one, I am reducing my weights a little bit. These are 8-pound dumbbells. I tend to have to do that with shoulders. Even though I've been working out for forever, it's just my muscle group on my shoulders is just weaker than the rest of my body. So this time, we're going to do a stationary lunge, and then we're going to do a lateral raise, and then a front raise. So this is a compound move. it's very important that you have good form on this one. And the reason why I like this exercise for moms is because we lift a lot, we carry a lot, we have heavy purses, we have heavy kids, we have strollers, car seats, car carriers, kids that we have to carry around. So, and it's nice to have pretty shaped arms and nice definition and curves in the right places where you want them. So I really like to incorporate some kind of arm movement into at least one of those exercises for moms. The other thing that I like about this is that when you're doing a stationary lunge, you're sculpting. So you're not building mass at all by doing this. You are building some definition, which is awesome, but you're not building a lot of mass because you're not holding a lot of weight. So it's going to give your arms and your shoulders a really pretty shape. Let's see, what else do I want to, so we're going to start doing those, and then I want to tell you a story. So this is 1, 2, so we're going to do 8 on either side, on both sides. 3. So my nutritionist had told me a long time ago, he said, Christina, you can't pick where you lose weight, okay? So let's just say we're carrying abdominal fat or extra leg fat. You can't say, I want the weight to come off right here. This is 5, 6, 6. But what you can do with resistance training using weights is it's the next closest thing to picking where you want to put shape. And the reason is because if you're working on a muscle group, you can say, I want to build strong arms. So I'm going to do some arm curls, or I'm going to do some hammer curls. You can say, I want to have a shapely bottom. And so you can do donkey kicks or squats or something that's going to sculpt your body. So what I love about resistance training, particularly for moms, is, now we've switched to the other side. You get to really put the muscle and the definition where you want it. You don't get to pick where it comes off or where your body tends to carry it. Like after kids, for me, it's all in my abdominals. I'm the first one to notice it, but it's like if I eat something that I know isn't on my program, then it will show up the next day on my body. It's just the way it is. Before I had kids, this is 6, it used to be in the backs of my arms, which I still don't really understand, but that's just how my body carries. Everybody is different. And that is number 8. Okay, so let's review a couple of points. You don't want to neglect your back, and so one of the 3 was that awesome push-up and plank row, and you can tell I'm out of breath. Like, I work out every day. I'm an athlete, and it gets you. So it's definitely effective, especially if you do that 3 times. Set your timer for 15 minutes if you don't have a lot of time. The first exercise that we did was those squat thrusts, switching. If you don't feel comfortable switching the weight mid-air like this, then you can just say, hey, I'm going to do it on one side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and go up to 8 or 12 or whatever your rep number is, and then switch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes that's a better way to do it because it gives you a little bit more control, and you know that you're going to be safe with your weight. Okay, final point was we carry a lot of weight. Resistance is the way to go. If you want pretty shapely arms, if you want to put shape where you want it, then I love incorporating that. So, you know, again, you don't get to pick where the weight comes off, but you can put where you put the definition. You can choose where you can put the definition. So I hope y'all enjoyed those 3 exercises for moms. Check out the link that I posted on here. It's fitmomsecrets.com/secret fat loss tip. That's where you can get the book for free. There's some educational videos there. It's going to teach you about fat percentages in foods and how to calculate them accurately and how to shop for them. So it's going to feel like, even if you're like, hey, I just want to buy your book or I just want to go get it, go through the videos because it's about 10 minutes of education that you don't want to miss. If you watch it, I guarantee you, you will shop differently, and just that one tip can help you lose some extra body fat that maybe has been stubborn or maybe that you've been carrying around, you've been trying to drop for a while. So feel free to send me questions anytime, message me on this page, and I will happily get back to you. And I thank you for joining me today, and I will see you guys next week.